Hello, I just want to make a real kind of quick video. I'm having shoulder surgery tomorrow, and I wanted to make my Lazy Boy left-handed, and there's just not a lot of info or videos out there how to do it. So real quick, what I did is ordered essentially a left-handed handle for Lazy Boy off Amazon. I think there were $18 or something like that, left-handed handle. So what I did is essentially what you got to do is take this spring off. This has already been converted, so everything's flipped here. Take this spring off, take this screw out. There's a cotter pin on this side you got to take out, and this wire here, you got to bend this straight, and then this wire clip pulls out, frees these two pieces up, and then of course take the handle off the other side, and the whole rod just slides through all this stuff. And there's square bushings on either end. There's a square bushing here, and then this little bushing here is square. So you got to feed it through all these things that are square, and that's how it operates, the mechanism. So when you take the rod out, most of it has the correct holes in it for when you flip it. The only one that didn't, that I saw, is I had to drill this cotter pin, drill this cotter pin in here, because the other side, of course, already had it. So I did have to drill that hole, like 1/8 inch or so, 3/16, drill a hole for a cotter pin there to hold this lever assembly over. So when you flip it over, before you do that, I just slid the rod over, and then poked it out through the fabric, and then just made a little slit so you can get the rod started through to the other side. So start it through from this side, going through. Pretty much everything lines up the same except for reverse. This is the same except for I did move this bracket from the left side over to the right here, makes it centered. This bracket here, I did have to move the hole. There's a screw down here. Here's the original one, right here where my finger is. It's the original hole. I moved it like 1 1/8 inch to my left. So that brings this bracket in to this side of this pin here. So they fit in between this wire. Here's your spring bracket, which of course was over here when you flip it, and then it becomes over here. Here's the original hole, because when it was on this side, of course, it's reversed. But there is already a hole in the bar, and that screw will self-tap right into that bar. I don't remember what Torx it is, but it is Torx. It's the same size Torx on all these. So it'll thread itself right into that bar. That spring is stiff. It is tough to get. I end up using a hollow spot of the screwdriver over the spring and pried it off. And then to get it back on, I just kind of used the hole of a small crescent wrench and just hooked it, and then just worked it my way over through this slot here when it's open. So the best thing to do is actually open it all the way, because it takes most of the tension off the spring when you do that. So when the chair's open or reclined, there's a lot less tension on that spring, and you can leave it in the same hole. Oops, sorry. And pretty much that is it. Just remember that there's bushings on the end, they will fall out. You just kind of stick them back in the hole and make sure when you slide everything through, you just kind of keep it moving, keep it aligned, keep everything straight. But pretty easy. Really, the only tool you need to have is you do need a drill and a drill bit to drill a hole for that cotter pin. that Torx bit, of course, to take this one out. It's also the same Torx as the end of the handle. So you will need one cotter pin. So it originally has one. I ended up putting an extra one in there, like I said, to get that bracket lined up correctly. Remember, I did switch this to the other side so it lines up correctly. This is the piece that when you go to put the chair down, it actually releases the little ratchet part of it. And then this, I did have to move that, of course, because it was over here. So I moved it over 1.1 inch. But otherwise, pretty simple. Most of the holes are already there for you. Leave any questions in the comments. Thanks.